Everybody, coming back at you today with a Canva only tutorial. I did this same video earlier on with Photoshop on gradients. This is just straight up Canva gradients. Nothing special, just wanted to just make this one single video. But before we get into this video, I'm gonna need you to do two things for me. I need you to smash that subscribe button and activate that like button for me. And if you're ready, let's go. All right, guys, we are back and we have our favorite freeware online, Canva. I am on the pro version though, but it doesn't matter. You can do this 100% with the free version. And we're going to do those cool gradients like you see on Wealth, like you see on my personal page. Actually, we'll show you some examples of basically what we're doing. Any cool gradient, like even a double gradient like this, the single gradient, stuff like this, where you have that fade to black. I'm going to show you exactly how to make stuff like that in Canva for free. So first things first, we are going to go to our trusty friend Canva, create a design, and do a 1080 by 1080 pixel Instagram post. Start a new project. This is going to be the base. Next, we're going to get our picture and we're going to get a quote. So I already have Google opened up. I'm going to do an awesome Elon Musk one. So I'm going to find a funny picture of Elon and then we'll take it from there. So let's do right click. I'm a big fan of click and drag if it works. I'll just save image as. I'll go back over here and we'll go to our desktop. Oh, saved it. So I have my picture A of Elon Musk. I'm going to go ahead and resize it. I always start by doing the top and the bottom like that to actually fit the square out, and then moving left and right to kind of find that sweet spot. So if you notice with a picture like this, he's already primarily black. He's got the finger pointing. So I'm going to leave it like that. The next I'm going to do is grab a quick quote. I already have a Google search top Elon Musk quotes. So I'm going to find this one. I'm just going to grab, copy and paste it. Control C. And then I'm going to go to text, add the heading, and Control V. I'm going to highlight that, and we're going to switch that to white. We're just going to do plain black and white with this. And then I'm going to make that a little better on the eye. So what I like to do is I like to make sure that I have, I don't cut that mid-sentence because it looks a little tacky. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to drop that down into the lower thirds. One thing I do like about Canva, it has these awesome snap features. So you can see that it's off center, now it's center. And so this way you know when that's exactly center. So I'm going to keep that right about there. So the reason why I'm going to put it not all the way on the bottom is because when I make a post, I like to have my logo straight right down on the bottom. So I like to have that a little more at the top. So now it's a little hard to see, so I do want to add a gradient to it. So go to this website. This is one of my favorite places to go. I've been using this place for years, pngtree.com. And go create a free account. When you create a free account, you get 2 free downloads of PNGs a day. You could go and get premium and you could download as many as you need. I'm cool with the 2. I use this site just for like odds and ends stuff, things I can't really find a PNG of on Google. And to back it up, if you guys don't know what a PNG is, it is a file type that allows you to save an image without a background. So if you have just like a picture of Elon Musk and you don't want him on that black background, so like we go to Canva and you just want Elon Musk cut out, that's what a PNG is. So you could actually get that picture cut out and save it without a background. So you come on here it will go ahead and it'll not have the background. You just throw it right on there. So now in PNG, I'm going to go find the gradients. I'm going to just type in gradient, Gradient. When you hit gradient, there's a ton of results. You could do colors, you could do everything. And boom, right there, you have 5 very awesome, very basic gradients ready to rock and roll. It's that simple. So what I'm going to do, and here's a little tip. You don't need all 5. You need 1 because you could sit there, rotate it, and make it work your own way. So I'm going to go ahead and download that PNG. And you can see it'll try to tell you that you got to go unlimited. You can do your 2 free downloads, be good. And then once I get that, I'm going to open that up in Finder. Click and drag that in to load it into Canva. And then boom, I have my gradient. So as you see, as I move it up and down, it actually, you could see that gradient. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that right there. So if you click out, it does do that sometimes, and that's a little funky thing that I see in Canva. I just hit Control Z. You can still see that gradient is there. Looks good. So I'm going to go to uploads, and I'm going to go grab my logo. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to highlight that, and I'm going to lock that in real quick. So when you lock it in, you can't move that gradient around. So I'm going to add my logo, resize that. Oops. And add that right smack down to the bottom. And now you have your awesome gradient. And you can see there's not, if I unlock it and move it off to the side, you can see that you barely see the writing. When I move it there, the writing is just dim enough and it looks pretty cool. So now another thing you could do, and this is why I said you could just use 1 and then like rotate it. You could actually highlight that, and you could go flip, and you could flip that vertical and have that coming down from the bottom. So if you want your quote back up on top, you can do that as well. You can move that gradient, you could flip that. You could rotate it off to the left or the right and do the cool swipe ones as well. You could resize it, you could do whatever you need. But once you have that gradient, you could basically do whatever you want with it. It's pretty nifty little tool. And again, this PNG tree actually has a ton more. Like if you just go and search PNG tree, they have all these different cool gradients that you could download. Pretty sure if you type in gradient red, you could find some cool light ones as well. But that's one way to do gradients. Alright guys, and that's how you do the gradients in Canva. Thank you very much for watching. As always, smash that subscribe button, activate the like button. Thanks for following, and be sure to check out the rest of the videos. I have new videos dropping a few times a week for you guys. Connect with me on Instagram at MillionShark, and thank you very much and have a great day. Alright, so as you can see, I basically finished my video, and then I realized there was one more way, so I'm going to back this up and show you guys number 2, the second way to do gradients in Canva without leaving Canva. So here is your bonus for this. So what I did is I just duplicated this, and I just took off the gradient that I brought in from PNG tree. So there's a tool, an element called a blurred circle gradient. So you have a couple of options. So these first 2 options you can see are probably going to be my best ones to go with. So I'm going to do this with a blurred circle gradient. So I'm just going to basically leave that colored so I could see where the color is going to be. And then I could just sit there and select all 3 of those colors and make them black. And now you could see it's might not be as clean as it was on the other one, but I just did that in 2 seconds without having to leave Canva, without having to download anything. So the blurred circle gradient in Elements is going to be your best friend, and both are free. So you can do that with either one of them. They're cool little tricks to just do. And again, you could like resize it. You could do what you need to do. So they're not terrible to use. I would still probably prefer a more boxier one, so I would go with PNG Tree. But the blurred gradient tool would actually be a really good one to add to your repertoire as well to make this style Instagram post. So there's your bonus content. Remember, like and subscribe.